Okay, we're live.
Alrighty, I am almost to where I need to be. Hopefully you guys can hear me still okay. And I sent the link over to Cara, so hopefully she'll be able to pop on soon.
Okay. I just had to mute my mic. How do I sound as a co-host?
You sound pretty clear, actually.
Yeah, earlier it was bad, and it's now pouring rain. Oh my gosh. I hope it sounds good in my studio.
It is an extremely nice day today. Yesterday we were pouring rain and it was cold. Today it's 60 degrees here and sunny.
So, of course, I've been on space all morning, and then I stopped for a second, and my dogs are going crazy. So give me 2 more minutes. I just got to start the recording for a headliner so I can cut it up in snippets. But we also have I don't know. I'm going to see if the feature works or not. But Brett, can you find out if you can do a clip on this space? Because it's recorded. Let's see. Stop co-host and adjust settings, share. No, I don't think I have the clip ability yet.
I've not been in a whole lot of spaces, so I don't even know about that. I'll have to look into that.
Well, they just did it, so I'm not sure. I think they're only rolling out. Brent and I are in this space testing. Twitter Spaces testers, so we're trying to figure out who has it and who doesn't. So, okay, I'm almost done. Sorry about the delay. We are live now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all the good stuff going on right now. But I wanted to get the link to this so I can start recording. So if everybody can you just go ahead and tweet out the space again to say that we are live, and I am recording this right now. Let me see. Let me put this on my that and this. When I'm done building all the websites, I'm gonna make my studio a little bit more user friendly. Okay, recording is in.
I have reached my destination. Now I'm going to go inside and get myself situated so that way we can get started.
Sounds great. And then I think let me go ahead and DM Cara. I see she's invite. Where are you, Cara? There we are. Cara, here we go. Yeah, so we were just talking today. So I'm excited about talking about perfume because that used to be my world. Oh my gosh, please stop raining. This is Florida with the Sunshine State where it's raining.
So you're good.
So I sound good right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Hey everybody, this is Tonya Schultz with Social Chats. This is our weekly Sunday Beauty Spaces bar. I'm here with my co-host, Sarah. We're waiting for Cara. I feel like I want to rap with our song. I got Cara, Sarah, and Tonya. Cara, Sarah. So they're my two co-hosts. And today, every week we've talked about different subject matter that pertain to beauty. So this week's episode, we'll be talking about scents and senses. So I'm going to go ahead and pin up the promo tweet, but I wanted to wait for Cara to get here, but we can go ahead and start. I want to give a full disclaimer. I should have gotten my license to be a nose. I was a fragrance model at one time in my life. I did a lot of fragrance model. And also I worked in a place called Douglas. It's like a Sephora, but it's from Germany. So they wanted to send me to get my license to be able to say that I'm a nose. So, here's Cara.
Welcome, Cara.
Hey.
Hey
She's
guys,
coming
so
up.
sorry. I've been really busy. I
Oh,
didn't know. I didn't check, and I apologize. Hey Brent. Hey everybody. Hey Sarah.
Hey, Cara.
hey,
I'm at the
Cara.
gas
No, just
station.
relax.
I'm so sorry. I will shut up and let you guys talk for a minute, okay?
No. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just do your thing and then get settled in. And this is supposed to be fun, babe. We're having fun. We're gonna talk about scents and what's our first fragrance that we wore and when today what we smell and stuff. But so what I wanted to talk about is when you think about what's going on in the pandemic, you think that the fragrance world is like there won't be no business, right? Just like the lipstick world. But guess what, ladies? The perfume is going to cost more money now. It's skyrocketing. Actually, it's the sales. People are wanting, because of the pandemic, because of the being away from their friends and not being next to each other. People are buying cologne or perfume so that it's just for their memories, to make them feel good. It's a luxury feeling. They're actually going after buying higher end perfume, investing in that, buying it for themselves, and when they wear it, they feel luxurious.
That's exactly what we're doing, Tanya. That is exactly what we're doing. I was out in the Ulta the other day experiencing fragrance for myself. That's why I brought this topic up for you, was because I love aromatherapies. I love scents. I love fragrances. I love facial sprays that have hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I had to connect to the car because the car just got turned on and I'm in the passenger seat so that I can talk to you guys. And if you hear car noises, that's the seatbelt asking us to buckle up and be safe. So always remember, don't text and die. Buckle up, be safe, listen to spaces in the passenger seat, or when you're driving, be a listener instead of a speaker. That's my advice to the young ones watching this out there in social media world. But you get it, right?
Because I also was joining the space as I was, listening and trying to get to my my spot space. I made it safely. I finally sat down, so we are able to speak.
I pinned some stories up that I thought was relevant to what we're doing, what we're talking today. I'm tweeting it out because when I blog about this, I'm going to add these into the blog so that it'd be our references. Because I want to, when the website's finished, I want all the website that I'm building for Social Chat's beauty brand. We're going to feature our show, but I also want to really elaborate on the information that we're going to share on our blog, because when we do a space, we share a lot of content, we share a lot of stuff that sometimes I wish I was able to, in the early days of spaces, like really thought about it and recorded all that, because I do have a lot of spaces recorded, but it's so nice to be able to have a collection of it. So I want to be able to do that for our spaces. So Beauty Spaces Bark, and I told you ladies, our goal is to become an editorial. So to do that, we have to talk a lot about it and create some awareness and research, and then reach out to different brands and see what they're doing so we can write a story. Because I really love doing editorial pieces. What do you think, Cara?
I think that's what we're about to do with this space. It's really start getting this off the ground for beauty influence to change the space for technology too, right? I think you can take this to the seas if you get my drift. In the NFT.
Yeah, you're breaking out a little bit, but
I'm so sorry. Let me try.
yeah, no worries. No, we'll wait till you get to your house. So just stay on with us. We'll wait to where you are at, because it's kind of like going in and out, in and out. But maybe it could be my signal. But the space is having a little issues.
It's a little in and out. It's not too bad, but it is definitely in and out. I think it's just because she's driving and she's on speaker, so.
So yeah, so we're talking about becoming editorial and beauty from tech. But because there's actually NFT perfume being made. and Cody, is it Cody, or I gotta look up the story. They just put a patent for virtual fragrance and cosmetics.
Okay,
So,
I'm in. I'm in. Let's do it.
Virtual prints.
virtual cosmetics.
Like as in like VR?
Yeah.
Yeah. and like in us buying stuff for our avatar in VR world.
Yeah, that's
the whole
exactly what's
idea.
happening, guys. I see it all around us, and I'm hearing these things every day about how technology is changing the way we do business right now in this moment. And, you know, we now have a term to describe what we're doing with advertising, okay? We've created a new word called phygital. It's a physical digital world, okay? We have a physical digital world called phygital, where you can do phygital advertising, which means you can buy something in digital world that gets you something in the physical world, okay? There will soon be vending machines that you can go pick up your prizes from your games in places that are public in bigger cities. That type
I
of
I think
thing.
it's already here already. They're doing that now.
Yeah, exactly. So cities like
I-
mine will be on the cutting edge of that technology because we're a test city for technology. So it'll be cool.
My husband has a game, and this might not be completely irrelevant, but it makes me think of his video game because he plays. Okay, so he has an Oculus, so he does VR, but the game that I'm speaking about is actually on Xbox. It's called Cyberpunk, and it actually is like super realistic. And it makes me think of like when you guys are talking about virtual reality stuff like this, it makes me almost think of his game Cyberpunk. Or I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Ready Player One, where they all become. It's like a real life game, a real life VR game that you play. So like it makes me think of it like that.
Yes, Sarah, that is exactly what this is. Just exactly like those things. I'm pretty sure there's also the Cyberpunk's NFT project as well, if you want to go searching Twitter for that for your husband.
Yeah, Cody absolutely was obsessed with Cyberpunk. So to learn about cosmetics and stuff that's going into that, that's like a whole different realm.
And now look at you,
Yes.
Sarah. Look at where you're headed. You're no longer just thinking of yourself as just an average girl, right?
Yes.
I'm so happy for you and being here with everybody else tonight. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm Cara. I say hi to
I
everybody in
don't
the
see
audience.
Sarah
That's
as an
me.
okay. Sarah, your name cannot be average. You're not average. What the hell? Where did that come from?
Because my bio was once I was an average 22-year-old, but I'm not average.
So, no, you're definitely not average. None of us are average. If we're
Right.
average, we wouldn't be on Spaces right now and doing what we're doing. So,
Buddy,
yeah.
all over the world. Most people don't like that, or most people aren't confident enough in the way that we are to be able to talk to people about stuff like this.
So in my research of our topic, I just I pinned up some stories on the net so you guys get a chance. But one of them was about pot and fragrances. So I always thought that should be a perfume. I don't know why, but I always thought it should be a perfume. It's such a relaxing smell. So I just feel the whole story is it's on here. It's from High Times, but my girlfriend invented this aromatherapy thing it really she invented the tube, the container, and you put your aromatherapy in there, and then instead of like having some type of electrical, you just squeeze it and it shoots out the aromatherapy for you. It's like really cool. So she put I guess she put pot in there or something. She put cannabis in it, and she put to have that fragrance. So when she's stressed out, that's what she did. She smelled it.
I might as well be having that fragrance on me already, the amount of weed that I smoke.
No, but I'm just saying, like, different fragrances, different smell gives people a certain feeling, and it gets them thinking about either what's happening when was the last time they smelled that fragrance, how they what were they doing, who were they with, because fragrance gives you a lot of memories, like it triggers a lot.
Yeah, I'll smell something and it'll take me back to like when I was a child. Something will remind me of when I was a child, and that's like the first thing that I think of when I smell something.
I agree with you guys. It's definitely nostalgic when I smell a fragrance or taste something that reminds me of my childhood. A lot of the times with cannabis and, with fragrances, I get taken back to a young age back in the sticks when I was in the mountains, and I remember the fairies, and I remember the mermaids, and I remember the fantasy land that I lived in as a child. So like some of these fragrances and cosmetics out there utilize those smells, those smell profiles somehow. You know, they think of smells and they have better noses than I do. But I am just so in love with right now my signature scent that I've used since I was 18. The Giorgio Armani Aqua is how I pronounce it, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Aqua di Gio, or Aqua di Gio. That's my
Alcohol
favorite.
Gio. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
and then I just bought a Valentino, a Roma, go off to Roma or something. I think it's such a cute packaging. I'll have to relook at which specific line of Valentino it is, but I did buy two of the mist sprays, the lower cost ones, but they were still very, very, very nice packaging. The bottles are collector items to me, at least for the Valentino one. The Aqua di Gio is still kind of basic for a per spray, but I really, really appreciate those small sprays because they're affordable for people like myself who are, you know, disabled and a business owner and on a budget. So I need something that's high end, and I need something that's quick and easy that I can toss in my bag or remember where I put it in my chaoticness. And I really love that there's so many options out there in the cosmetic industry. You know, like options are so available now for people of all genders, people of all sizes, and people of all skin tones. We didn't have that for cosmetics when I was a makeup artist growing up. Okay, we had to pick and choose specific brands that did the thing and actually went out of their way to give you more options for skin tones than just, you know, 7 tones of color. Okay, we have so many colors now available for women and men to use, and many very good brands that are affordable for everybody out there to use. Makeup has come such a long way in such a short period of time because I'm still very young. Okay, I'm only 37. So I really, really appreciate what's happening right now with advertising because I'm in digital marketing. I do have a digital marketing company. It's called Epiclassy. We've been in business since 2017, just building and building until, you know, now we get to plan big, huge events and hang out in rooms like this with people like you guys. So I'm like super stoked about everything that's happening right now in the beauty industry. I'm stoked about the fashion industry. I'm stoked about technology. I'm just really happy and stoked. So you guys, it's a beautiful day, and I'm thankful for this room and you, all of you, for being here. So thanks, guys, and I'm gonna be quiet while we move into the dead zone.
You're so cute. I love you. But yeah, since you're talking about your fragrance that you used to wear quite a bit when you were younger, um, I remember my first fragrance. You gotta realize I came over here I was 8 years old, so perfume was not something that I was raised about. But my mom always wore this rose perfume that I remember. But my adopted grandparents got me, was it called Gina Tay? Who remembers? I remember. I freaking loved Gina Tay when I was a little girl. I thought it was so. I love it. I thought it was such a big girl. Did you guys ever use Gina Tay? You know what that is?
Ginate?
Did
No, I can't recall.
Oh my god! I just aged
No.
myself.
I'm asking my mom that too because my mom's about. Mom, how you're?
I'm 54. I must be your mom's age because my kid's older than you.
48. She's 48, and I'm sitting here with her, and she's talking. She's listening in with us.
Does she remember Gina Tay?
She says she thinks she does.
I remember exclamation.
My other 37-year-old friend that's with us, she said she also does not recall that name. And I'm in cosmetics.
Okay,
and I can't
it's
recall
called
that name.
it's by Revlon. It's JeanNate by Revlon after a bath splash. Gina Tay. That's what I call it. JE. It's so old. It is like the and plus I'm from Central Florida. We all, everybody, I think it's also perfume and cologne based on where you're from too. But I'll tell you what, my one signature fragrance, I have 3 actually, but my one signature fragrance, because I helped launch Obsession into the military base in the late 80s. So I really didn't I didn't really care much for Obsession because it was just so freaking strong. But I had to do men and women. Obsession was one of my biggest seller in there. So I just remember Obsession was like a big thing back then. But my thing was Angel, Terry Mugler, Angel. My girlfriend helped launch it, and I was launching my cosmetic company that I was working for called NARS. So we would do events to it. So they would give me so much, and I love the patchouli and vanilla. So the layering effect. So, but to be honest with you, if you really want a fragrance to last a long time, it's really about layering the fragrance. It's the body cream, the bath gel, and all that. For myself personally, this is my trick. Like like perfume is great. I mean, like I'm telling you, I was a huge perfume girl. I mean, I used to take like how people flip NFTs. I used to flip perfume testers, cologne perfume testers, because I worked at Saks Avenue, and I was
That's
also a
so
rep.
funny. I met somebody locally that does that with all her leftover gratis that she had from her back in the days at the stores.
My mom said she used to steal the testers.
You know they get well, no, not in the department store, the drugstore. They'll give it to you. You ask them, they'll give it to you if there's any. But the perfume that I really the Terry Mugler like I love, but my other one I love Cartier. Cartier Panther is my favorite. And Giorgio was I had Giorgio. I had the yellow bottle Giorgio, and then the Aqua di Giorgio came out later. I worked for Giorgio back in when they had Giorgio Red. I had a lot
I
of Giorgio.
remember that one from my
Oh,
mom
yeah.
and my aunt.
My mom said, "Do you guys remember what is it? Exclamation! I can't type or spell.
Exclamation.
Yes,
White
that.
bottle with a black top, look like an exclamation point.
Yes, that one.
Oh, I remember that one.
And she said Celine Dion has really good scents too. She
Man,
can't.
I'm remembering Britney Spears right now. We can't forget about Britney Spears.
Okay, you have to look at my pin tweet. Someone just
Okay.
about Britney Spears and her perfume. I found that and I was like, wow. Here it is. It's from Newsweek.
The only perfume that I use, and growing up, I never used anything like expensive. I never had anything expensive, so I just went to like Bath and Body Works or I went to Walmart and got something. My grandpa used to give me what is it, the Bodycon, the cheap dollar store fragrance sprays. He would go for Christmas and he would get my brother's bod, like the bod little travel size kits with different fragrances for Christmas, and then he would do the same thing with the Bodycon ones for the girls, for all of his granddaughters and his nieces and nephews.
Oh, it's just his granddaughters.
Mainly his granddaughters and his daughters.
That is so nice. That's incredible.
He used to do it all the time before he passed. He passed in 2020, unfortunately, but I remember all of that.
Thank you for sharing that. That's a wonderful memory.
Yeah, he also
You know?
to give us like chocolates, but usually he would stick with the fragrances, like the perfumes or like scents for men or women or whatever.
So I was going to say that with the perfume, I stopped buying perfume. I just get body lotion. It smells better. It dries better.
I don't use lotion that often, and I really need to because I have really dry skin. But the only perfume I use like right now mainly, and it's a high-end perfume, is Black Opium by YSL. Not like the original Black Opium by YSL.
Yeah, I had opium as my line too. I freaking opium dried really nice. It has a lot of layering effect to it. But I think that isn't that kind of like does it have citrus in it? The one that you like?
I think it's more of like a vanilla musky scent almost. I feel like it might have like a citrus scent. I don't have the bottle or anything on me. I have some, but I don't have it with me, so unfortunately I'm not able to look it up, but maybe I can Google it real quick to see what the notes are.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing too, is the notes. People don't quite like, because and then there's the other thing, like, have you gone to the cosmetic counter or the fragrance counter and there's a whole bunch of coffee bean there? And everyone always asks me, what's the coffee bean for? I'm like, it's supposed to clean your palate.
Yeah, it's to cleanse your palate so you can be able to smell other scents without being overwhelmed.
I used to go to these perfume launch private party. I think the best one I gone to was Giorgio when they came out with the men and women. Oh, what was it? It was leopard print. The bottom was leopard, and it was so incredible. Because this is back when all the people want to, this is back when the companies want to spend money and they have a lot of gratis and they have big cocktail parties. But man, Dolce & Gabbana they throw nice parties.
Some fun later this year together.
So you're breaking up, Cara.
Okay, so
We're gonna plan them. Am I cutting out?
Yeah, you're
yes.
cutting out really, really bad now.
Okay, we're in the sticks. I'm sorry.
So the
It's okay.
black opium scent is warm and spicy with coffee, white flowers, and vanilla.
Oh, I like that coffee and vanilla.
Me too. I think that's why I love it because it has like a musky scent in a way, and I like that.
Because I just remember opium, the whole line. They used a lot of woods. I didn't know woods or even
Very, very. Maybe
Go
it's
ahead,
because of
Cara.
fragrances too. Like I prefer I think it's because I have like a muskier scent. Like I said, I was telling you guys last time. I think I don't know if it was this base or the last base I was on. I was talking about how I have such a strong body odor, even though I don't have even if I use like deodorants, I can't use women's deodorants because they don't last long on me. I have to use men's deodorants. So maybe it's because I find that men's deodorants have like a stronger and longer scent. I don't know if it's the same way for like men's cologne too.
What? Because the notes on the men's cologne are a lot of woods, woodsy and citrus. That's why. And so the body spray has that too.
Yeah, that's probably why I like it. I like woodsy and citrusy scents. I'm not really into like fruity and like super floral scents. Like my not the mom that I'm speaking about, but I had a guardian who raised me, and she wore like cheap cherry blossom scents, and now every time I smell cheap cherry blossom scents, I think of her. And I mean, it's a good scent, but it's also the same time where I'm just like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I like scents that really either remind me of someone, of a good time or moment, or a sense that just wakes me up. Because I worked in the cosmetic industry for so long. Oh my God, and counting and selling and smelling fragrances. It's just a lot of time. I used to worry that as I get older, am I going to lose the smell? Because I was smelling so much stuff. I was around so much fragrances. But I think maybe because your combination of your deodorant and your perfume really puts a really good smell on you. Because sometimes people don't realize that, because whatever soap you're using, lotion you're using, and then you spray perfume on top of it, it can have a counteract. It can mess up the balance of the chemical, as meaning your body chemical can change because you're just based on your deodorant, the lotion, and then you can just put that on there, put a perfume on it, and then you might not get the full note. So, and then if you don't wait, like you put too much on, it's just that's another thing too. If you go in an elevator and you leave the elevator and your perfume is still there,
Yeah. Or sometimes the perfume will smell like too alcohol based.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's I think is it's probably old.
Yeah, so like I've gone in and I've tested like some perfumes, and then they'll like I'll smell them and they'll smell good at first, but then it'll be like way too strong of like alcohol.
Yeah, because if they set on the counter for too long and they don't change it, you can tell because the the fragrance would disappear and the alcohol would dominate, and you can see the color, just discoloration of the color. So that's why the testers, the fragrance rep usually come in and they always bring a bottle with them. Like every 30 to 60 days, they have to try to change it out.
I had no clue that fragrances like change scents or like they went bad or anything. That's something to know now.
Yeah. So Yeah, fragrance is like I said, I love fragrance, but I think because I was in the industry for so long, I stopped. I just don't like. I haven't really bought fragrance. I just buy body lotion. Body lotion, Cartier Panther body lotion, Angel. Oh my gosh, I put Angel on. I was the body cream. I put that on, and I leave my house, and people think it's something new or exciting or something. I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need anything. And then I wake up the next day before I jump in the shower. I can still smell my Angel. My kid, he knows when I'm in a room. He knows because I used to like drop off gifts to him, when he's in school, and as a surprise, like for Easter and stuff, and he'd be like, he thinks it's I used to tell, oh yeah, the Easter bunny is going to drop off something for you, and then he was a little kid, he didn't even realize it, and then and he goes, Mommy, I know it's you. I said, what do you mean? Because I know you're the one delivering my Easter bunny basket. I'm like, how can you say that? It's the Easter bunny. And it was like the funniest thing. He goes, I could smell it. I could smell it. I'm like, smell like what? He goes, what are you wearing? What do you always wear? So it's Angel. He smells my Angel, but I don't wear Angel perfume. I wear body lotion. So it's kind of interesting how the fact that he could smell it from my gift baskets.
When I smell, or my mom doesn't really use perfumes because her skin is sensitive. So whenever I smell her, and I can usually smell her coming, she either smells like really fresh, clean laundry, or she'll smell like Jergens cherry almond lotion.
Oh, that's my favorite too, by the way.
It's
That
the
smells
only
good.
she can use. She can't use any other lotions.
Well, that's good because I think it's
It's her itch. Everything else.
yeah, she's very sensitive. It could be something in it that she's allergic to.
Yeah, she said she feels like it, or she'll feel like it. She has like a film over her skin. And then Cara said she'll be back.
Yeah, I figured. No worries.
But she wanted me to tell you that she actually has Britney Spears following her on Twitter.
That's awesome. Yeah, Britney Spears perfume just got listed. Who is it? This hold on. I posted that pot and perfume for her because I know we talk about it all the time. So the story right here, according to Newsweek, fragrance expert goes viral after ranking $19 Britney Spears perfume.
What did they rank it as? I'm trying to click on it.
It's saying that because the Y2K teen years. Oh my God, I remember the Y2K teen.
Oh, they're saying that it's getting more clout, I should say.
Yeah.
So like people are more likely wanting it now. I think I just seen like people talking about how Britney Spears may be pregnant.
Well, I mean, I feel bad for Britney Spears. So I feel like she had a bad deal on her. But I think now she's more empowered and you can see it by the way she looks. And maybe sometime did you say she's pregnant? If she's pregnant, then that's good. Good for her.
That's what I recently seen while I was looking up. I don't know how I got in the realm of Britney Spears, but I mean, I think it was because I was looking up fragrances actually to try to do a little bit of research to see what kind of fragrances were in trend. And then I just happened to see, Britney Spears. They were talking about, she hasn't confirmed it, but I think they said she posted on her Instagram story about like a baby bump, but I don't know.
Well, I wish her all the best and congrats. Because
she definitely got dealt a shitty hand with her career a little bit when she started.
think about her sister.
I'm wondering whether or not those scents. And it makes me wonder whether or not her perfumes are what she actually wanted perfume-wise, or if it was something that somebody chose.
That's the biggest question. If we ever have her in a space, I'm going to ask her that.
We should.
Well, I'll tell her to ask. We'll have to get her in here.
I do have a question, and it has nothing to do with fragrance, but my mother-in-law wanted me to ask if one day we could talk about how we could, or how to, like, tips and tricks and trends about hair growth.
Yes, that's a must. And we can talk about. Actually, I am going to let me see if I can find somebody to come on and talk about this because the big thing now a lot of times is for women. Women are because of a lot of chemicals, a lot of different things. A lot of women are losing their hair in their 40s from menopause, like early menopause or during menopause. I watched a lot of my girlfriend lose their hair. It was crazy.
Yeah, you can lose it for. My mom said you can lose it for thyroid issues or even stress or anything.
Especially thyroid. Oh my gosh.
Not getting the right vitamins in your body.
Yeah, she said not having the right vitamins, and we should be doing a lot more for our hair than what we do.
And our hair is that's a lot of our DNA. The hair is like all DNA. So I want to see if Elizabeth would come up. I invited her, but I don't know. She's probably busy. She's in Australia, but I want to see what kind of perfume she wear. What was her classic? Because again, people wear different things to bring back the memories. But yeah, Elizabeth, grab the mic, Elizabeth. I wanted you to come up just to let me know if you want to share about what kind of fragrance you wore. And yes, we can do that. We can do the space next week about this, about the hair growth and hair regrowth, because collagen is the key. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
How's it going? How's Monday?
Yeah, it's good. I can only stay about 10 minutes more. But yeah, it's good
I
listening
appreciate it.
in. Interesting with the what you're saying with the hair loss and things, and that I think that's I don't have a problem with the hair loss, but I think it is definitely an issue out there for both men and women. So yeah, and the perfume thing as
So
well.
some doctors saying it's plastic. We're exposing ourselves too much to plastic. That's why a lot of people are having issues with their I'm gonna think about. There's a word for it. When you start losing your hair, there's a science word for it, and that a lot of doctors are saying it's because people are like on technology. They're doing a lot of stuff that they're not.
Supposed to only lose, I think it's like 21 or 26 pieces of hair a day, which is natural and normal for you to do. But how do people actually sit and count out a piece of hair a day?
I don't really have time to count that much. I have 4 dogs with their own hair going on. That then my man's hair is like, I think he needs to get trimmed because his hair is longer than mine. My hair is pretty long. Because we've been
My
just
family likes to joke that my hair that I leave presents for them all the time because I always leave like hair pieces everywhere.
Well, you join the club. Are you kidding me? And then Elizabeth, I'm sorry, I think I cut you off. But what kind of perfume were you into?
Yeah, so I actually don't, with working from home, I don't actually wear a lot of perfume every day, actually. I used to, but I don't really. And I do have, I've worn a couple of Estee Lauder perfumes, and I'm trying to think of the name. Maybe one of them was Delicious. They come in, one's like a green bottle, and I used to have one that was like in a purpley, metallic, like it's got like a purple bottle as well. Actually, maybe it's not. Let me go look that up. I've just had a blank out on that.
Yeah, working from home, I don't wear perfume either. I don't. You're lucky if I even like wash my face some days. It seems that way because I don't even leave my house because I'd be like working like a maniac trying to get something done and then fall asleep, then wake up working again, which is a bad thing to do because you got to have, walk away from stuff. But I feel like sometimes working from home is a great thing, but then it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I've actually started to use a little bit of the perfumes where you can get it in a lotion. So it's like a bit of a moisturizer with the perfume.
Yeah, that's what I use.
probably use that more now. But even just nice smelling hand lotion and things as well. There's a camel farm in Queensland which has some really nice fragrance in their lotions. But that's also a really good lotion because it's really quite regenerative and really good for like the face and hands. And I find like, sometimes I just use that and it's kind of like a perfume. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like I use body lotion, body cream by Angel, Terry Mugler, and also Cartier Angel and Lolita Pampica. I think that's what it's called. I use the body cream because I think body cream for me it's once I get out of the shower, I put body cream on and I'm ready to go. I'm good, and I don't have to worry about anything else. I just feel like the perfume is great if I want to like go out somewhere and want to dress up and really, But then before the pandemic, yes, I see that happening. Going out, getting dressed up, putting a bunch of stuff on. Now, no, I don't think so. Not for a while.
I'm sorry it took me a minute. My husband actually had me order him some perfume, or not perfume, cologne the other day. His favorite cologne is Antonio Banderas Black Seduction.
Ooh, my girl Amanda's here. So what does that smell like? I have to look it up now.
It smells so good. Well, I'm trying to figure out the notes on it. I wanted to know whether or not the box had them on there.
Because I like Izzy Miyake on men. It smells so good. Hello there, my friend Amanda. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in like a whole week. I usually see you every day somewhere. How are you?
Super strange, having to take the responsibility of the mom role once they're out from school. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's just my daughter's in spring break, so I'm just giving that time that she deserves it more, for sure. But I love getting on spaces and finding the people that I love still on that grind every day. So yeah, I'm glad that you're always here, that I could come in and see you for sure. But I saw you at your friend's venue thing, and you look super hot on that day, by the way. And I remember that you were gonna have this space. So yeah, I'm all about talking beauty, and there's many different types of beauty aspects to it all. So can't wait to hear more about the topic.
Yeah, we're just talking about different fragrances and how people wear it. But I think the coolest thing that I want to talk about is also that since you're here, perfect conversation is the virtual cosmetics, virtual fragrances. Like, Cody just got a patent for it. So stuff like that. Like, so we will be dressing our avatar and smelling now too. I mean, I think last year it was an NFT perfume that was made. But I think what they did was really, it's when you buy perfume, companies spend like perfume, but not cologne, but just perfume, like the little bottles that they charge outrageous amount of money. You're actually paying for the bottle. People are like designers, different people. It's the bottle that you're paying all that money for. Like Angel, I'm paying for a big bottle of Angel. I'm actually paying for that piece of glass. And then when I'm done with my fragrance, I can go take that glass and that star and go back to Macy's, Bloomingdale, Saks, Nordstrom, any of them, and they'll fill it up for me, which I love that. I think that's so important because, all this plastic that we're going through, but the cost of it really, you're paying for the glass of the perfume bottle.
Wow, that is truly mind-blowing and definitely totally doable. I had my hand up because I get excited when people get creative, and I get to just at least put the 2 cents of what it really is about putting scented fragrance out there, right? So let's suppose it's like this, the Bored Ape Yacht Club juice, where supposedly they're going to have like these superpowers right now, the people that have the juice to go with their apes, and a lot of them were like airdropped to them because they had apes already. So this juice on its own is just literally a bottle a drawn thing, and it's going for a lot of ETH. So if let's suppose that you were to have like a project for just women, right? Like a beauty thing. Now you can call it the beauty metaverse if you were to get the correct developers. But if you were to make that specific
perfume available to all projects, which is what the juice is for apes. Um, this juice, the gorillas are going to be able to buy this juice, blah, 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 and use it in a metaverse. So suppose you make that universal perfume, and every time you splash it on, you convert into something else, like, oh my God, my creative mind just starts going. This is really cool.
I love that, actually. But like the perfume itself for the NFT project, it's like, I would rather buy an NFT perfume and then you also ship me the actual product. And then my token on my NFT will give me the ability to go and I can take that and go to any department store with your NFT that the actual product's being stored, and then you would fill up my product.
Right. And that can be part of that, right? You can always put that physical in there, but you want, I don't wear perfume, believe it or not. My husband can't take random perfumes or anything. So I have to keep it like really light. And so is my daughter. She gets really allergic. And also a lot of these chemicals and stuff that they add in perfume. I'm a really big advocate about like, what are you spraying on yourself? So this could be that, just to have a different type of audience addressing that. A lot of people in NFTs are in the play to earn games or things that you can give a utility in the metaverse. So not only bringing that in a virtual world where you're going to be able to market that, but give more use to that perfume. That's, I talk a lot, guys. Sorry.
I meant to tell you. Okay, so I found the sense of the notes of the black opium or black seduction. It is citrus, black currant. Those are the top notes. Exotic freshness, Italian bergamot. The middle notes are spicy cardamom, cilantro, and nutmeg. And then the base notes are woody, oriental, amber, and musk.
All right, Stone. So now you keep like unbottling things in my head. Like, honestly, like, you know how there is build your own thing, like build your own ape, build your own avatar, then mint it. You can literally build your own fragrance, and then you have a small lab where they have different types of condiments, and you have your menu right for this project. And you have like build your own fragrance. You literally like choose the NFTs, like you buy the NFT of like cilantro, and the other NFT is pupurri, whatever. And then you combine it all, you puzzle it together, and you made that specific fragrance, and then that gets shipped out to you or something like that. It's amazing. I'm glad this is recorded. You can go back to it, guys.
Hey guys, can you hear me better now, or is it still ruggy?
No, you're good now. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Kana,
I'm
I
back
can hear you.
closer. I am so happy that you guys were able to talk to other people too and get some other opinions on the topics. And I don't know what was talked about or what, but I'll listen to it later. And I'm glad to be back. What fragrance were we just referencing that you guys were going on about, Sarah? What was that?
I was talking about because I kind of giggled because Cody made me order him his favorite cologne the other day, and it just came in the mail today. So I was reading that his favorite cologne is Black Seduction by Antonio Banderas, and I was just reading what the notes were. So I was saying, I don't know if you heard, but the top, they have 3 different kinds of notes. They have a top notes, which is citrus, exotic freshness, Italian bergamot, black currant, and then the middle notes are spicy cardamom, cilantro, and nutmeg. And then the base notes are woody, oriental, amber, and musk. And honestly, I don't know how to explain what it smells like, but it's very, very woodsy, very musky to me. And but it also has kind of like a citrusy florals, not really floral, but like super like citrusy, maybe almost like woodsy smelling, and I love it. I even wear this myself.
I know what you mean about wearing the men's colognes or the sprays, the body sprays from the men, and just